Okay, hello everybody. It's the day after Thanksgiving in the States. I hope everybody who celebrates it had a great holiday. Got lots of good stuff to eat. Maybe not too much to eat though. I might have done that. I've been struggling to stay awake all day. I could just be a little exhaustion though. I had a hard time staying awake yesterday as well. Just been a pretty busy couple of weeks. Glad to have the time off. And since I do have the time off, I guess that means it's time to stop stalling and, you know, deal with Blighttown. Not super looking forward to it. And admittedly, maybe I could skip it, or most of it. You can't skip all of it, but you can skip a lot of the really nasty stuff if you have the master key, which I do. But, I'm sure you didn't come here to see things be very easy for me, huh? And, oh, volume's very, very low. Very low indeed. That's a little better. I think it was just low on my end. Anyway, okay, so what have I done since the last time I streamed? Well, I did a tiny bit of homework, and the things I did included... So we left off in the garden after getting the Divine Ember. So what I did was I went back to Firelink. I delivered the Ember to Andre on the way, and I had him make me a Divine Weapon. A mace. Whoops. That's not the two-hand, that is. There we go. So, Divine Weapons, they have some magic to them. Here he is. A little magic damage. It scales with Faith, though, which I don't have too much of. I've got 11. I could maybe get a little bit more of that. But the key thing for Divine Weapons is that you need them if you're going to go explore this way. Allow me to do a small demonstration. Alright, let's get some Skelemans. Let's, how about here? This guy. Okay, so Skeleman. Easy to kill, right? Now, the problem here is he's not doing it. I wonder why he's not doing it. Maybe I have to move away. Surely if I move away, then you know what, skeletons? Did they change this? So these guys are supposed to respawn. Maybe I gotta go a little deeper, because if... I'm gonna be slightly unhappy if they, just decided to make the skeletons not regenerate. You know what? I think they did. This is a very large change. I gotta say, this guy is new. I don't remember him at all. Oh, buddy. Strange things are afoot here. Oh, whatever. Let's just... Unless this is some sort of massive ruse, and they're all going to come back to life at once and destroy me. Alright, well, what divine weapons are supposed to do is stop undead things from regenerating. And it seems like the game has just done it itself. Maybe they decided it was a little too unfair to have regenerating enemies in the starting location. Which is very unlike From Software, but I could see conceivably that they might have done that in the remastered version. And I suddenly feel slightly dumb. Not the smartest. You know, I'll live. Yep. Yep. Well, there's another area down here anyways that is full of things that regenerate. But, I don't think we should go there yet, even though I do have a divine weapon. Just means I have it for later. Alright, well, if that's the case, then I don't need that. I've reconfigured the old equipment a little bit. I'm going to try to get some extra poison resistance where I can, and actually I should put my moss clumps on. There we go. Seems good. Grab that just in case. Oh, and I got another pyromancy. Very low range, but it's pretty quick and does some damage. Alright, so that's what I got up to since last time. And so, now we're going to go back to where that vendor was in the depths. I just gotta be a little careful with these dudes. Sometimes they just whip out some crazy attack patterns that you weren't expecting. Always want to get the rat in case he drops humanity. See? Just like that. I got a pretty good drop rate right now. It's over doubled. Thanks to all this humanity that I'm chilling with. A lot of it's a result from eating those humanities in the Gaping Dragon fight, and some of it's just from killing slimes. Not much to say on the run back, but I did almost die quite a few times just to not paying attention to these guys. Especially the ones with torches. Kind of amazing how fast they can eat through your health. Man, I'm still paranoid. That's an impressive whiff. I've just about gotten used to blocking again. I'm sure it's ruined my ability to play the other Souls games and Bloodborne for life, but it'll be fine. Since I'm here, might as well kill some slimes. You get all sorts of good drops off these slimes, so it's worth killing them every time you go through. That's just sad. After all those times not getting got by slimes. Shameful display. I wonder if I can pitch a fireball up there. Almost goes. Alright, so if memory serves, this is... Let's upgrade this shield a little bit. What? Oh, I wonder if we can level up. Nope, not enough. That's fine. I do believe that that is going to be our base of operations for now. Do a quick check with our merchant friend.
Hi, Squealy.
Got anything good? Crystal stuff? Not really. All I really want.
Well, that is a shame. But no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us someday.
Okay. The lighting immediately dims. That's great. Check that. Just as soon as you go through, darkness. That is basically how it's gonna be. So the thing you need to look for in this area is these little torches. That's basically the only indicator you have that there is a ladder in the area. And that's basically the whole area. Well, the first half of the area. It's all ladders and wooden planks and stuff. And this is a lot like 5-1, or a 5-1 in the Valley of Defilement from Demon Souls. I thought I was gonna knock him off. Oh, they leave behind literal piles of crap. That's lovely. And they are, of course, you know, diseased and gross. You can see flies coming out of their head. That's how you know. When you have flies coming out of your head. Like the old Dirty Colossus in Demon Souls. Which kind of sounds like something it's not. I don't know what that sound effect was, but it was pretty heinous. I wish I had the torch. That Dark Souls 2 torch. Toxic! Oh, that's super not good. Ooh, I only have 2. Not good, not good. Should have bought more blooming purple. I thought I had more than 2. Alright, so one of the major challenges is these blow dart guys who just... they just never stop. You can sort of see where he is, but they don't respawn if you can get to them. That's if you can get to them. Not totally certain where this guy is. I just hope he can't hit me on the ladder. Not a kick, not a kick, didn't want a kick. Okay. Next. Who's next? Oh, here's something that'll scare the bejesus out of me. Impressive he's able to navigate it. Wish I had a little more oomph on the backstab, though. I'd like to take him out in one hit. Let's see. Jump. I am perhaps being a little excessively careful, but... make that jump? Will I die if I don't make it? I want to say that the fire is down there. But maybe what I'll do is clear things out a little bit before making the jump. Nope. There's one guy coming after me. It'd be a little easier if I could see where I was going half the time. Oh, here we go. Here's the ladder. I can hear them up there. They're trying to come get me. That guy's trying maybe a little too hard. I don't think he's gonna get me. As for the frame rates, yeah, it seems better. This is not as bad as I remember it being. This jump? Oh, there's a bonfire down here. Great. That is very good. I guess the question is, do I hit this now and then go up and try to make the jump? Is there another way up here? No, you just have to make the jump. Oh. Well, let's say that this is a nice safe haven. And we will reverse. And kindle. And level up. I don't need faith. Not now, anyway. Let's, this is just poison. Not attunement. little more damage. Yeah, I think I'd like a little bit more damage. Ooh. That's a tiny plank of wood. Nope. That's not good. Follow me down here. Oh, dogs. I believe these breathe fire. Yes. Classic. Everybody knows dogs breathe fire. How they keep warm in the winter. Look at this highly dangerous thing. Yeah, that's wonderful. It's not. Oh, this is some next level precariousness. I think I might have gotten sidetracked here. What was I doing again? That's right, I was going to try to make that jump. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Ugh. I'm not entirely certain what happened there. There was some weirdness, that's for sure. Ooh, good. Very good. That's a very good pickup. There are more of those blow dart guys throughout the level. I don't really want them to get me. Whoop! That was a little unexpected. I see there's another one up here, though. Really? Come on. I got you right in the butt with a fireball. Don't give me that. This should be an easy jump. I say as I completely miss. Of course. That ain't just always the way. It's not a fatal one, though, thank goodness. And I'm doing this because, if memory serves, that's another katana. I don't necessarily need a new weapon, especially an unupgraded one. I am going to want one for weapon ascension purposes. If I want to use, say, the boss soul you get from this area, I need powered up katanas. Of course, I really need to hit the button the second time, or else I'm not going anywhere but down. So let's give this, let's give it one or two more tries, and then we'll just move on. I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. Penguins play in a bit over an hour. I gotta sit down for the hockey game. And I swore I hit the button that time. I know I hit it. I don't know what happened there. Here's a plan. What if I unequip all unessential stuff? Now I'm very light. Maybe that'll make it a little better. Of course, knowing my luck, it'll just make me take more damage from the fall somehow. Alright. Line it up. Alright, enough of this. Enough of this. I'll come back to that later, I guess. Maybe. Not really. I thought he was gonna take a giant wooden pole directly to the junk. Okay, moving on. Gotta get them before they can breathe fire. Ah! There you are, my blow-dart friend. Oh, he can't get me from here, because there's some geometry in the way. That's helpful. Gonna rain darts down. Well, I guess I gotta go get him then. Just gonna keep being a jerk like this. I am not seeing the correct way forward here. Here? Maybe down there? Oh. Time for counter-plunging attack. Which of course did not work. Does it ever? Uh-oh. I see him. There they are. Laggy flies of Blighttown. I want to get over there, to the wall. Do I have to jump? Gonna have to jump. Hope I don't have to jump. You've seen how that goes. It's down here. Ah, there we go. Wow. That's terrible. I got owned on a ladder. Okay. That's another one of them down. And they are not going to respawn if I use a bonfire, so that's good. Well, the next thing I need to do is get behind that horrifying thing. Can't actually get the item beneath him until you take him out. but you can't take him out from a frontal assault because he's like armor plated and constantly spewing poison and all sorts of unpleasant stuff. So, whoops. Thought I heard a guy fall down behind me. No? That's a nice horrific sound. Check that pyromancy out a bit later. Oh! I guess I could fall down there, but that doesn't seem wise, especially when things are going so well. Maybe I don't need that item that badly. Because this is where you have to fall if you're getting that item. I do not remember what that item is, though. Oh, that's where I start making... Ooh, there's another item. This is where I start making poor decisions out of greed. Seems easy enough. Just a little bit more. Whip. Oh, get some Castlevania action. All things considered, though, that was not worth it in the slightest. Oh! Well, okay then. I guess I'm not throwing fireballs at that. I'll do it anyway. I mean, just because you spit fire doesn't mean you can't be set on fire, right? Something's shooting at me. Where? Over there? Falchion. Well, I guess I can't wield it because I'm not Crom. Ah. Hello. Oh, there's more. Oh, uh-oh. It's that time again. Time for mosquitoes that poop blood. Really ought to get that looked at. And of course they're infinite, because why not? Here they come, all good and infinite. Alright, so now it's fun time in the Poison Death Swamp. What I really want to do is make sure I have a good sense of my bearings and where to go first. I think I'll hit that tree trunk first. It's also very important to have the rusted iron ring for this section. Otherwise your movement will be even worse than this. Slugs. Slugs are good. They're full of titanite like slimes. Oh, sorry. Leeches. Hope nobody is, disturbed by leeches. Yeah, they drop large titanite and green, just like the slimes. And I believe this is the place. Or is it? Yes, it is. There's also another thing behind it. Which leads to a secret area. I don't think I have anything that I can really do over here now. Oh, I think some mushroom things just killed themselves. So I'm not going to explore the Great Hollow. At least not right now. I don't know that there's anything I can do there that's worth doing. Especially if I don't have online play yet, since that's a Covenant area. Here he comes. Come on, Lychee boy. Yeah, give me that large Titanite. Well, the good thing about poison is that it's probably not actually going to kill you. It is inconvenient, but frequently not deadly. Toxic is the one that'll really mess you up, though. It's also worth noting that you can't get double poisoned. Yeah. Get all that large Titanite. This is great. There's all sorts of good stuff in this awful goopy hell zone. Some of it is good in the traditional sense of, hey, this is a thing that I want. And some of it is good in the sense that it is interesting. Even if it is, you know, trying to kill you. Oops. That's a dodgy boy. Huh. Hey. And the poison timer is just about up, so maybe I should be a bit more careful. Server. Take a look at it. So, things I got the winged spear. Might want to upgrade that to make a boss weapon. And the server, what is this? Heavy. Requires a lot of strength, but doesn't scale well with it. How strange. Curved greatsword. Oh, Restores HP on hit. That's cool. I'll certainly have to consider that at some point. I like that the poison doesn't stick to you in this game. So in Dark Souls 2, there's some places where you have to go through some poison goop like this, and it sticks to your clothes and continues poisoning you even after you're out of it, which is not cool. I think that's everything over here. So, where we gotta go is, you see all the way over there? Actually, let's use the binoculars. I mean, we got them, why not? Here we go. This is terrible. But, yeah, that is where we gotta go. And between there and here, there should be a bonfire. I think it's behind this pillar in a cave. And somewhere out there is somebody unpleasant. Yeah, I see you down there. I was gonna fling a fireball at him. Yeah, maybe he is not taking the old damage. There we go. Of course, item right out in the open over there. Definitely not a trap. No, sir. Why? This game would never try to trap you. Never. One of the drops for those leeches isn't just one green titanite, it's 5. I'm a little sad that I haven't gotten it. Oh. Hello. There's the bonfire. Great. Just go get that, and... Okay. It's kind of a waste, but I'm gonna kindle this one as well. Just, slight bit paranoid. Oh, get plus 10. Great. Totally do that. bit more health. Great. Things are going remarkably well, I gotta say, other than trying to get that item. Alright. How obvious a trap would this be? Just a matter of what particular way the game's going to try to kill me. I'm really disappointed. I'm certain there's supposed to be a horrible trap here. Well, their loss, I guess. Ah! That's who I'm looking for. There she is! So, yeah, there's invasions in this game. Even if... you're offline. Sometimes the game picks some particularly unpleasant places and puts enemies there, or puts NPC invaders there. Butcher's knife. I've heard this thing is good, but I could not tell you for sure. So if you're wandering around in human form, that's basically saying that you're up for PvP or cooperation, either or. Actually, both. You can't have one without the other. And that also goes for when you're playing offline. You have to be in human form to summon. But if you're in human form, the NPC invaders can find you. Yeah, I thought for sure that Mildred was supposed to show up, like, in that little arena, though. And it also appears I took her Estus. That's good. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is open up a shortcut. It's a little dangerous, I'm afraid. If you play Demon Souls and you remember these from the mine level and how they always ended poorly. Like that! That's a horrible time to take your first death in Blighttown. And something stupid, too. Not even a battle. Oh, and I forgot to take my levels as well, so that's a dangerous circumstance for in here. I'd like it if my bloodstain was down here at the bottom. I bet it's up top. course it is. Oh, here it is. Funny, I didn't think it was there a second ago. Alright, so I'm going to use the soul item here. I'll eat that. And just a little more and I can have 2 levels. Let's just eat them all. Yeah, that seems good. And actually, you know, I'll just get the last one while I'm at it. It's probably enough to just eat one. Nope, a little more. There we go. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother going back to human form. Defeating Mildred in this case will let you summon her for the boss, but let's see if I can do this one without. I need to go here. Nope, not again. I guess my stunning admission is I don't have any idea how to get off of elevators. This is bad. This is not good. Well, maybe I'll just go do something a little easier than getting off the elevator. That's right, boss fights. Whoops! He's gone now. Might be using the grass a little too soon. Oh, hey, that doesn't look ominous. Let's go over there, where the big scary looking things are. Too slow. I'll antagonize this leech for fun. Hopefully profit. Ooh. I didn't see that. Hey. Now I can be the one to do the poison. Come on. Alright, so these guys. Not super sure on the best way to deal with them. But, you know, there's always that classic solution. Let's throw fire at them. Surely it will... Look at how many of them there are. Here he comes. Surprise! There's another one. Great club. No, wrong club, sorry. Can I just walk by them? I think I can just walk by them. Yeah, let's just do that. No need to think too hard, just run away. We are about to enter the boss zone, however. I keep thinking I hear a bonfire. That could be paranoia, and it could be the one back in the tunnel. Just one last check for item. Item? Nope, no item. Alright, so, you might be able to guess what we're going to fight next, based on things that are covering the ground here. It's another one that's kind of like a boss from Demon Souls. So in the mines in Demon Souls, the first boss was a armored spider that shoots fireballs and meteors at you. This is not quite like that, and I probably should have equipped Flash Sweat, which I can't do from here because it's pyromancy. Well, what I can do, I guess, is put something up that has a better fire resistance. no, this is the best fire resistance. Great. Okay. Big stretch. A little water. Okay. It's a flaming spider lady. Oof. Big uh-oh. That was very clever. I don't think I've ever gotten boxed in by the lava breath before. Strong tactic. Strong tactic. So the good thing is she has a lot of attacks that take a lot of time. There are plenty of opportunities to get hits in. However... oh, what does this do? Yeah, let's just put all the crazy stuff up. Ah! Well, I forgot to buy Flash Sweat back at Firelink Shrine. So I guess we're not getting any bonus defense against fire damage. That's great. Everything is going super well. I don't think I've ever used the power within. Well, I'm gonna cast it outside of the boss room and see what its animation looks like. Very dangerous to try a new spell for the first time in combat if you don't know how long it takes to cast. Oops. Now, one thing to notice is that she's got a really embarrassing blind spot. Dang it! Oh, I got stuck in her leg. Couldn't get out of the way. So what you really want to see is a lot of fire sword swipes, because you can just stand right in front of her and not even have to dodge. You can just hack away. She can't hit you. I was quite impressed by the power within, though. That was some legit power. And the HP drain wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of like poison, and fortuitously not like toxic. Actually, I wonder if I can upgrade my other equipment to get a little better fire defense. Why, yes. Yeah, no, this seems good. I will put on this Wanderer stuff. Or wait, hang on. Not a considerable difference on physical defense, so this seems fine. We'll go with this. Oh, box myself in. Yeah, Quelaag, yeah, she's not so bad. Both in terms of difficulty and in terms of character. She's, it was all kind of a misunderstanding. Didn't really want to kill us. She thought we were going to go get her sister, or something like that. I've read a bunch of item descriptions, and I still don't know for sure. Heck, you know, let's look at an item description. We haven't done that. Let's see. Beneath the scaleless made this butterfly. Okay, that's not too interesting. Yeah, rip Quelaag. She had fantastic hair. And person she's defending is back here? Here? One of these walls is false. Maybe it's in here. Well, anyways. Let's do what we came here to do. That is both Bells of Awakening. So that's the first kind of, the first story arc of the game done. I would say that there are basically 3 acts to the story. First you ring the Bells of Awakening, then you do the next thing, and then you beat the game. There we go, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Yeah, it's not weird or creepy at all. Sideways head man. Hello. This is another Firekeeper. This is Quaylag's sister. And I don't have a Firekeeper soul. But it is important that she is here. It means that her bonfire is already powered up. And it also means we can reinforce the Estus flask there, which is, well, that's a good thing to be able to do. You know, just in case anything bad ever happened to the one back at Firelink Shrine. Not that that would ever happen. Grab a faith. I'm getting a little faith, so I would like to use, if I can get my hands on it, use Astra's Straight Sword. Just need some way of dealing magic damage, whether it be my divine weapon or the, where does this go? Be it a divine weapon or Astra's Straight Sword, both of which are faith weapons instead of magic. Alright, so I still got about 10 minutes before I want to go turn on the hockey game. We might be able to take out another boss in that time. It's possible. But to do that, we'll need your help. There's a lot of lava down there. Actually, you know, let's, nothing here is trying to kill me, so let's get out the binoculars and just take a look at what's awaiting us in the future of Dark Souls. Just look around us. Look around us. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Capra demons. As in the boss from an earlier stream. That's right. 7 of them. But before we can get down there and fight them and stuff, we gotta get rid of this lava. And to do that, we've got to deal with this guy. Just kind of, you can see him back there, he's all claws and stuff. Kind of like how the game makes it difficult to get a good view of what he looks like. But that is the source of this lava. And we gotta get him before we can move on down here. Now we don't actually need to do this until much later. But I find that it's nice to do it now. Because you're already down here. And it gets you some armor. Now this is really easy to screw up. And I don't really want to lose all of my humanity, so even though I'm kind of iffy about it, I'm going to use my Ring of Sacrifice here just in case. And wear some lighter armor with better flame resistance. Poise isn't super necessary. And I probably don't need this. Yes, okay, maximum fast. Great. So at first he's not going to attack us. There is a very specific trigger that begins the boss fight. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna the shield after all. Yeah, I'll... just in case. Just in case you have to fight for real. Alright, so... boss is over there. Actually, if I'm gonna be... there's... need to be slightly less... ah! Hello. Welcome. This guy's pretty chill. You know, he just got a ton of eyes. And he's horrific. Okay. Fairly nice guy. Screaming out in eternal pain because there's lava coming out of his everything. I'm not going to hit him, though, because I don't want to actually start the fight. To start the fight, we pillage. Ah, well, that didn't work out. Oh well. Yeah, I get it. Ring of Sacrifice shattered. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. But the key to winning that fight is to run away. Next time I come back to it, I'll have Flash Sweat and hopefully some better fire defense. Alright, so the last thing I want to do is, I guess, get back to Firelink. Which depends entirely on whether or not I can, survive the elevator. Got a long, very quiet trek. But for the record, you do not want to kill these things. Like, see this guy, he's just, you know, praying for death. But if you kill him, he explodes into a bunch of things that can infect you. And turn your head into an egg. And it's just not good. It's gross. I think you need it for some sort of special thing, but I don't need it that bad. Okay, well, got to put my ring back on. Now I got myself thinking, like, do I really want to... Was it a good plan to use my Ring of Sacrifice there? And I'm thinking, yeah, it didn't work out, but it's probably the right play. If I succeed, you know, I keep my Ring of Sacrifice and boss is dead. And, you know, if I don't, then I'm still fine. I've lost nothing of particularly great value, since I wasn't going to use it. Whew. The true most difficult boss in Dark Souls is the elevator. Should be some stuff around here. I hear somebody shooting at me. I sworn there were items. Yeah. That's right, this area. Rude. Sneaking up on me while I'm looting a chest. Who does that? No scruples. Yeah, there's some more stuff over there. Also more Blighttown over there. I am not really about that life at the moment. Maybe I should be. Eh. Yeah, it'll be fine. Well, it's not fine. Way up, right? Good. Maybe not. Alright, can't get too frantic. I'm sure there's a few minutes of pregame stuff that I don't really care about. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We can keep going till there is success or failure, or both. I love geometry. Geometry's great, it's my favorite. Oh, that did not end, well. But if that's the case, I should probably stop for now and listen to hockey and do adult responsibility things. So I will see you later, possibly even later tonight, depending how I'm feeling. Bye for now.